This may not be a surprise to some of you, but dangerous driving behavior is on the rise. And that is according to a new study from a AAA report.
Yeah, TMJ4 is committed to combating reckless driving through our Project Drive Safer initiative. In tonight's report, Rebecca Clough takes you in depth on why people might be choosing reckless behavior.
Drive around Milwaukee and you quickly see people choosing to drive recklessly.
There's really no way around the fact that that's just people making bad choices behind the wheel.
The latest study from AAA finds all types of reckless behavior on the roads has been on the rise since the start of the pandemic in 2020.
A lot of what we initially attributed the danger or the increase in fatalities to during 2020, during the stay-at-home orders, was the fact that traffic volumes were lower, which meant people were typically driving faster. And when crashes occur at a faster rate of speed, they tend to be more deadly.
Researchers had theorized as the roads returned to normal, the speeding and aggressive driving behavior would go back down to 2019 levels or lower. However, the opposite has happened. There's been an increase in dangerous driving behaviors almost across the board. According to AAA's report, 23% of people say they have gotten behind the wheel when they knew they were legally drunk. 12% of people drove 15 miles per hour or more over the speed limit, and 10% say they have driven through a red light. Psychiatrist Dr. Himanshu Agarwal is not surprised.
It was the initial hit of the meteor of COVID, and now there's a delay, right? And as the physical horror is receding, we've always been worried about this fallout or this delayed tsunami of psychosocial outcry, and I am worried that the increase in road rage is part of a manifestation.
On top of that, Dr. Agarwal says some of the bad habits people picked up on during the pandemic to survive have not stopped.
Even though we're supposed to go back to our norm, this might be that some of the worst of the habits that we've had to pick up to survive have persisted.
And these reckless driving behaviors are ultimately leading to more deaths on the road. Since 2020, there has been nearly an 11% increase in deadly crashes. And AAA fears it will get worse if drivers don't change their behavior.
They need to break themselves of that habit. And until they do, we're probably going to continue to see this increase in crashes and fatalities out there.
If someone is driving aggressively or recklessly, according to Dr. Agarwal, the best thing you can do is act the opposite. Smile at them, wave at them, let them in the lane. That can actually de-escalate the situation, and they're more likely to change their behavior. Reporting in Milwaukee, Rebecca Clough, TMJ4 News.
Important reporting, Rebecca, thank you. And you can go to projectdrivesafer.com to see all of our reports, including some on the rules of the road that you might want to know.